Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. Warmly welcome the SLIM Diploma in Digital Marketing Open Day webinar. SLIM, the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, is the apex body for Sri Lankan marketers since back in 1970. SLIM, the Marketing Mahagedara, was incorporated by an Act of Parliament in 1980. The Marketing Mahagedara, or the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, also known as SLIM, was recognized as a national body for marketing and has the authority to edify the marketing profession in Sri Lanka. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing conducted major events, award ceremonies, programs on a national scale under the international recognitions. Let's say, for example, Slim People's Awards, Slim Brand Excellence, Slim Peace, and etc. Diploma in Digital Marketing, DDM. The emerging digital technology is continuously challenging the effectiveness and relevance of many marketing practices that are labeled as traditional. So modern digital marketing techniques have resulted in numerous benefits for businesses and organizations. These practices seem to be appealing to a majority of modern consumers, the customers. With this move, even though the importance of digital marketing is well taken by both the organizations and the customers, how to select and implement the best digital strategy seems to require further assistance in the local context. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Diploma in Digital Marketing program, which is designed to provide the most important digital marketing concepts, techniques, theories, and best practices in digital marketing. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we moving on to our welcome speaker. He's the head of education at SLIM. Great pleasure to be here with us, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Warmly welcome Dr. Sajid Chanukar for the welcome speech.
Thank you, Dustin, for that wonderful introduction. So again, good day to everyone. So first of all, I would like to warmly welcome and thank our guest speaker, Mrs. Sheron Seneviratne, and also everyone from our business development team and their respective head for inviting all of you and canvassing all of you to be a part of this program. And at the same time, not forgetting all of our branch managers, Mrs. Adipa, Namit, and our Assistant General Manager, Ms. Indika, and also all of our staff members who are participating and enable us to conduct this event. And just speaking a little bit about the program, so and the field of study. So Diploma in Digital Marketing. Digital marketing has been a growing trend over the last 10-15 years. Now almost 10% of our GDP or the company's sales and marketing activities are conducted through digital channels. If you take SLIM, for example, almost 100% of our marketing almost I would say 90% of our marketing activities are conducted through digital channels. And this has been the trend all over the world. Sri Lanka has been a little bit in lackluster in following digital trends, but as most of you should be aware and showing interest, digital is a very growing trend. And most of all, the main SLIM is a professional body targeting education for professionals, right? And this is a field of study where there is considerable amount of demand in the market. If you on average in an agency level, the starting salary for a person with a couple of certificates, diplomas, and a couple of Google and Meta certificates would be around 80,000. And with your talent, with your ability to learn and improve and create value for organizations, you would have a great opportunity to get promoted and earn a higher living through digital marketing and its related fields, right? So being that as the person who's heading education business in Slim, we have over the last quarter, we have made significant changes to align all our digital products with the current market trends. So along with that, we have most of you will be conducting or doing by the time you complete this program, you would have couple of certificates from Google and as well as Meta, hopefully, um, as a part of your education over here, right? And the lecture panel who's working over here, they are either representative of multinationals or those companies which I mentioned previously, and they are the best which is in the field for you, right? And as students, I invite all of you to also engage with the lecture panel and also with our staff and get the best out of this particular program. And also, there are other programs at Slim which could add immense value for your future career, such as like from after this, you can go into postgraduate diploma in marketing and PGDip in management, PGDip, and then also you have CIM, which is also a internationally recognized professional qualification. So you have all these options and you get exemptions as well. So with that, I would like to invite back Dasun to take it over. And also, I would like to wish everyone all the best and success throughout the semester.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Sajid Chanukar, for that great introduction and the welcome for our students for the Diploma in Digital Marketing for their intake, for the intake 2, which proudly organized by the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So once again, thank you, Dr. Sajid Chanukar, for your valuable contribution to today's open day. So now, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Assistant Consultant, Group Technology and Transformation at Hemas Holdings PLC. And this gentleman completed his MBA from the University of Wales. Very good evening, sir, and warmly welcome for the DDM Open Day, Mr. Sheron Seneviratne as a guest speaker. Warmly welcome, Mr. Sheron Seneviratne.
Thank you, Dasun. Thank you, Sajid, for that lovely welcome as well. It's a pleasure to have a couple of minutes with youngsters who's getting into the corporate world, and also to maybe shed some light around what to look forward to. Let me share my screen. Dasun, please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, Mr. Sheron, you
Okay,
can see.
great. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I will, leave a bit of an impression with you today in the evening, primarily around how marketing has evolved over the last couple of years, and primarily what drove those evolvements in marketing, and what sort of a world are we supposed to look forward to do marketing in the years to come. So it's basically a perspective that I want to share. A perspective that I want to share with you. Of course, I encourage that you ask questions, if so be it. And looking forward to share some thoughts with you, and of course, leave something for you guys to think about your careers. So I'll be touching upon primarily 3 areas. Of course, how the data has played a role over the last couple of years, and how that has caused marketing, and so much so the world that we live in evolved and changed over a period of time. And what sort of a skill gap are we sort of looking at, not just in marketing, but overall in a lot of professions when it comes to the digital literacy aspect of things. Of course, even Dr. Sajid touched upon the potential that digital marketing has in terms of leading a career. So I will also make a couple of remarks on that note. And of course, the size of the industry that we are looking at as well. Sort of gives you an idea of how important it is for organizations who are a part of this industry, as well as who is taking or rather obtaining services from this industry, things in terms of the industry. Right. So to start off with the evolution, right? I'm sure all of these youngsters are quite familiar with the brand Netflix. It's a worldwide brand today. Started off as a very small company in an era where renting movies from a physical store was the norm. So the co-founder of Netflix, Mark, has mentioned that their business model had nothing to do with uh, nothing to do with finding movies. It was basically about how people receive them. So that is what translated into a business model today, where Netflix is a giant in the tech marketplace, right? So they moved on from 1985 to 1988, delivering movies to the household. In the 2000s, started making that delivery personalized for people. Then, of course, in 2007, made their big breakthrough with on-demand streaming. And today, we all know what Netflix stands for as an organization, as well as a household name. So over the period where Netflix evolved, a lot of things changed in the industry as well as in the world at large. And as a result, if Netflix was a company who didn't really capitalize on those changes and those trends, of course, Netflix would not be what it is today. So that's what we want to talk about today, to try and get a little bit of a better understanding of what's around us, and what's going to influence and impact both our lives as well as our careers in the time to come. So there's this mainstream saying, I'm sure some of you would have heard of it, that data is going to be the new oil in the world in time to come. Because our needs and wants in time to come will be predicted probably much, much better than we know it ourselves. It's happening. It's happening now. I mean, it has happened right now, even in today's world, where people were able to predict the requirements or the purchase basket, I would say, the kind of things that someone would want to buy using data a lot more earlier than us wanting to figure it out ourselves. So I'll leave a couple of numbers. These are numbers that that has evolved over the years, and of course numbers that are right in front of us in today's world. That sort of shows a pretty good indication of where the world is heading. So what we say here is that there is 2.5 billion gigabytes of data that we create every single day with every click, swipe, and checkout that we do on a day-to-day basis. 2.5 billion GBs. And it's also told that, average person looks at their phone probably about 2,800 times a day. These are behavioral changes. I mean, of course, we understand that, things like the trends have been moving. Mobile is a big deal. Of course, we don't watch a lot of TV anymore. Social platforms are the norm. All of that is fine. But I think we've passed that era as well now, where, it's no longer a surprising fact that mobiles are the devices that everyone uses on a day-to-day basis. So that era has also passed. Now we are in an era where if you don't look at data, which is an obvious thing, you will become obsolete. So that's what this information says, right? It says that, there's enough and more information data that is getting generated on a day-to-day basis. As marketers, as well as anybody in any profession, don't really plan to leverage this information, leverage this data, at least look at it and try and make some sense out of it. I don't think in the world that's about to come to us, it's going to be very kind to us. Of course, the data that's already generated was generated, about 90% of it was generated just two to 3 years ago. So it's not, what it says is that within 2 to 3 years, this much of data has got created, and it keeps on getting created every single day, much more than what it was yesterday. Means that it's not going to, it's not going to reduce, rather increase in exponential rates. So it's not going to be, any easier as marketers for us to not look at data. Of course, one thing that even as Sri Lankans we will have to look forward to is the Personal Data Protection Act that is going to come to enforcement very soon, similar to what we call the GDPR regulations, that is governing the use of data and personal information, especially for marketing and promotional purposes. What I want to share my thought here is that, there are people now watching whether the information that we use are being used for the right reasons and therefore used responsibly. So these are pretty serious things that are happening around our world that we need to be cognizant of. And of course, with this data part of things, there is an entire industry that has been created, an entire industry that has been made, what we call as big data. These are quite a bit of buzzwords that's been roaming around, but bears a lot of meaning. What big data essentially is that there's so much of information and data that's already there out there in the world. Of course, people have made it a business or a commercial activity for themselves to make sense of those data and sell the insights that they generate out of these information to big corporates. So this is essentially what a big data market is about, and it's huge. It's over 200 billion US dollars. Right. So with the involvement of this data, this is where everything starts, right? The digital marketing aspect of things, the digital transformation aspect of things, everything has evolved, or rather is based upon the fact that there's so much of data out there, and data is getting created because technology is evolving, right? So what happens if there is not enough people out there who's able to understand this, who's able to make sense out of these things, and start using this responsibly and effectively, in a world where if you don't do it, you're not going to survive, right? Of course, it's predicted that by 2030, there is going to be a shortage of 85 million people who are not digitally skilled enough in the world. So that's a massive number of shortage in not having the right skills required to make it in the job market. In Australia, there is going to be a requirement of around 156,000 workers who are digitally literate. And the jobs that are going to get created in the next couple of years, of course, in 2025, is going to be around 80%. 80% of the jobs will require a certain level of digital literacy in order to be able to do basic functions of a job. And LinkedIn had reported over the last year alone that there were 860,000 job openings just on digital marketing itself across the world. I'm sure even if you divide the 860,000 across the countries, at least among the bigger countries with a bit of digital marketing potential, you'd figure out that's so much of job opportunities right there. That's been evolving, and of course this is last year only, and it just keeps on increasing, right? So it's something to think about, right? Something definitely to think about. And of course, this demand is increasing at a 40% of an incremental rate. If you had 100 jobs this year, it's going to be 140 jobs next year. So that's the level of demand that this kind of an industry, this kind of an professional vertical is going to have. Of course, titles like digital marketers, data analysts, performance marketers, these are quite a bit of buzzwords. Of course, these are the professions that people are looking forward to getting qualified, and of course companies that are looking for as well. It's a bit of a twist here, right? A lot of AI has also evolved over the last couple of years. ChatGPT to be the primary buzzword. What's being told is that big companies who are into automation has defined that 65% of the processes that we have in marketing is going to get automated, which means at least half of the marketers who are out there, working in marketing departments today, will probably not be required because their jobs are, if not done better, at least done to the extent that they are doing today with AI and automation. So as youngsters and as individuals who are a part of this industry, if you don't understand that these are things that are real, things that are going to come your way in a couple of years, and things that we shouldn't be surprised of, because of course if you don't understand that fact, it's going to be a little bit of a difficult situation when it comes to the job market, because these are things that are happening today, right? So in terms of the skill levels, in terms of the skill requirements, definitely digital marketing is right up there. And of course, it's something you need to be cognizant of, whether you want to become a marketer or whether you want to become just an entrepreneur or a businessman. It's definitely something that you need to consider adding into your knowledge base, your qualification base. Very, very definitely. Right. Let's also look at what the digital marketing industry is all about, right? It's out there that digital marketing is evolving because the digital platforms, the social media platforms, the World Wide Web, so to call it, the internet, it's right across the world now. So much of technological advancements happening, and these technologies are evolving in such a rate where for anyone to keep up with it is going to be a very, very, very difficult task. And AI coming into the picture now is making things very, very difficult for us humans to keep up with, because it's such a liquid, such a dynamic game. And what we're saying here is that we are able to now reach to about 5 billion of the people in the world through the internet and the digital platforms. That's just 2 billion less of the total population. And with initiatives like Starlink, initiated by Elon Musk, is going to get this 5 billion to almost the 7 billion right up there. What it does to industries like digital marketing and all other digital related industries is that it's going to become an exponential market. It's already a $800 billion market today. It's going to be 800 billion plus market by 2026. Industries like this are going to grow. And today we call it a separate industry because there is still channels and media that are out there that are not digital. Today we call things as, we call digital channels as digital platforms or whatever that we want to call it, because today the only channels that you market are not just digital platforms. There's TV, radio still there in Sri Lanka. But maybe, 5-10 years down the line, there is going to be a situation where there is no longer going to be TV and radio or newspapers for that matter. There is only going to be digital platforms. When it's going to be only digital platforms, marketing is going to be digital marketing. There is nothing, of course, then marketing is going to be something that you do on a digital world. So imagine if you're not competent enough, or if you're not understanding what the dynamics are going to be in that kind of a world, it's going to be a very difficult situation for you to survive in a corporate environment. Of course, we see that just next year, the spending on marketing is going to be done on digital channels. By around 70% of the funds that we allocate for marketing will be on digital channels. And of course, if you look at Sri Lanka, about 60% of Sri Lanka today can be influenced through digital channels. The best example being the election that got concluded recently. I'm sure every one of you would have seen the amount of memes, amount of ads, the amount of content that got created around the election. And it still does continue. And of course, I'm pretty sure each and every one of us would have seen at least 1 or 2 ads, 1 or 2 memes over the course of the period. Or of being able to get influenced in digital platforms. And yes, Sri Lanka is also getting there sooner than we think. We see that 80% of the jobs that are going to get generated over the next couple of years will require some sort of a digital literacy, regardless of what the profession it's going to be it marketing or any other profession. Digital literacy is going to be a key requirement. And we see even syllabuses in schools and the curriculums are also evolving, where the youngsters are now being prepared to face a world like that. So what are the key takeaways here, right? The first thing I want to keep in mind for you guys is that, of course, you need to be cognizant of what data is doing to this world. All of us, every single day, we are leaving a trail, a digital footprint, a trail in this digital world. So much so information is there out there where if someone cognizantly collects that information, they should be able to create an exact avatar of yourself in a digital sphere. And as marketers, we are being entrusted and are being given the responsibility of being able to investigate it and try and make use of that information to create a better world for the rest of us. Of course, better products, better communications, better services, and better ways of reaching to the right audience at the right time. So yeah, data is a very powerful thing if you use it right and responsibly. The skills, right? The digital world is going to be inevitable, whether we like it or not. So it's our choice to make a decision whether we are going to drown in it, survive in it, or thrive in it. And those are going to be the choices that you will have to make in time to come. Of course, the demand. If you don't catch the bus before it's too late, primarily trying to understand how this world is going to evolve and trying to understand the world that we are going to step into in time to come, because it's going to be a digital world very much. So yeah, that's what I want to leave with you guys to maybe ponder upon, think about it, and make the right choices at the right time. Um, of course, I thank Slim for giving me this opportunity, and hands down, no doubt about it, that Slim is the national marketing body. I did go through the diploma course content as well. Kudos to the team for putting in such a comprehensive piece of content out there. It's valuable information and valuable curriculum that anyone in this market should really go through in order to prepare yourself to get ahead of yourselves. Thank you so much, Dasun. I'll leave it over to you again. Any questions, I'd be happy to take. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sheron Seneviratne, for that kind words and the great introduction and the inspirational thoughts that you shared with our students. Once again, thank you, Mr. Sheron Seneviratne. So now, ladies and gentlemen, these students, he's a lecturer at SLIM. Please welcome Mr. Sunit Senadira for the lecturer's speech.
Everyone, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Let me share my screen as well. Okay. Right. Once again, very good evening to all of you. So I'm Sunit Senadira. My relationship with SLIM extends to close to 4 years. I have been lecturing with SLIM for PCM, for CIM, as well as for digital diplomas as well. So if I ask this question from you guys, why are you here today on a Sunday evening? Probably, sorry, Saturday evening, probably. So why are you here today? So let's ask that question from all of us. Why are you here today? So probably no one would come here to follow a digital diploma. Amma kiwwa hinda, tata kiwwa hinda, no one would follow a digital diploma. Probably you guys have understood the importance of learning digital marketing and the need to learn about digital marketing. So you might have a purpose. It's basically, if I sums up, I have asked this question many times from my students. So basically, it's a choice made by you, and you understood the value of learning of digital marketing. So right now, Mr. Seneviratne explained you the importance of the learning digital marketing. The world need that skill, and the processes are changing, the technologies are evolving. So you have made a right choice that the world requires a lot of digital marketers and the people who are with the digital skills to move on as well. So with that, I want to bring this thought to you guys as well. Begin with the end in mind. So this is a famous quote from the Dr. Stephen R. Covey in the books of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is the second habit. So begin with the end in mind. So you are learning digital marketing diploma. It's like you are learning. This is a skill. So this skill need to be practiced. So no point having this learning this in for the sake of learning and getting this knowledge. You can't say that I'm a digital marketer by following a diploma in digital marketing. So you need to practice it, because what we learn today might not be valid tomorrow. The technology is evolving. There's a lot of updates happening. AI, machine learnings, you name it. A lot of, and the chat GPT and those things will definitely change the way we operate our systems, the way we work in our offices, the consumers' mindset. The consumers are changing, evolving, their patterns are changing, their buying behaviors, their needs and wants are changing. So likewise, there will be a lot of changes. So as digital marketers, so as you are stepping into a digital to learning digital marketing, I want everyone to have a bit of a purpose in learning digital marketing. So make sure you start your journey while you are learning this while you are learning this diploma and, while you are learning these things. Make sure you are practicing these in day by day as well. So it's a mandatory thing. You should have a create a social media pages, either Instagram page, social media page, and have a business manager account, have the access it, and just practice it. Then only when we are having these classes, you can ask question, you can challenge the lecturers. So we all of us love to engage with students. We prefer students asking a lot of questions rather we talk during the session. So that is something that I want to emphasize. Begin with the end in mind. Make sure that you have a purpose of learning digital marketing and practice it, and make sure that you do something valuable through this learning. Either you start your own company, either you start your own side hustle. So likewise, think of something that you can do as well. So this will be some sort of investment that you are doing for yourself. So let me take myself as well. I'm not a digital marketer until 2015. I was just had the knowledge, just we had the Facebook advertising, but we I understood the importance of digital marketing, and then I start learning about it. Then I start practicing about it. Today, I'm proud and I'm very humbly uh, sharing my knowledge, sharing my expertise with you guys as well. So that's the extent. Today, as I'm a digital marketing lecturer, and I'm teaching you guys. So that's the end in mind. So likewise, I want everyone to be the pro in digital marketing. So at Slim, we are making sure that we give enough and more knowledge for you guys to thorough this in terms of digital marketing. All the lecture panels are the industry experts. They have been in industry more than 10, 15 years. We practice digital marketing day by day at our offices as well. So we know the mistakes that we have done. We might have burned our fingers spending money on unnecessary objectives. Likewise, on unnecessary platforms, we have done mistakes. I have, from my end, I have closely, I have spent more than like my digital marketing budget close to now in my current organization somewhere close to 40 to 50 million. So that's almost close to more than 10 to 8 to 10% of my overall marketing budget. So that's where the world is heading. So right now, so you guys need to understand the industries are changing today. Since I'm attached to banking and insurance, you can see the impact of the digital technologies and the digital marketing that has evolved in on these industries. Today, now the banks are not opening any branches. So we are think of yourself, when did you go to the bank for the last time? So you can do a bank transaction 24/7 on your fingertips by your smartphone. And TV, radio, you can buy anything on there on the go. Likewise, retail. So industries are changing. Even governments and even agriculture, manufacturing industry, lot of digital technologies, AI will be automation, machine learning will be used. So this is something that you need to understand. Many industries are embracing digital technologies, and with that, we need to have a better understanding of how this digital world works and how all these technologies evolve as well. So in that case, now Mr. Seneviratne explained there are close to 5 billion internet users globally. So globally, it's 8 billion population. It's almost close to 5 billion internet penetration. So in Sri Lanka, there is close to 22 million internet penetration. We have 22 million population, out of which 66% internet penetration. 14.58 million active internet users. So 7 million social media. So these numbers are increasing day by day as marketers. This is your target audience. So when more people are coming on internet, when more people start internet using smartphones, and more people start using internet, smartphone, and the social media, that's definitely your marketing landscape. So you need to have the relevant necessary tools and the resources, the knowledge and the tactics to promote your product and services, to create awareness, to create engagement and the conversion that is required for your organization to achieve the targets. This is something that you need to look at. So rather we can look at the uh, market development opportunities as well. So you taking your products to other different markets by creating an e-commerce platform, creating a platform, joining hand with other marketplaces. So these are the opportunities that we are going to look at in the different business models when we are discussing about these type of different digital business model. We're going to talk about this as well. So this is your local landscape in terms of Sri Lanka as well. So if you look at it for the last close to 10 years, from 2013 January to 2010, so we have come to a optimum level where almost 14.6 million internet users closely. So so this is the growth of internet users over the time. So this will be evolving. You can see in your houses, if you look at even your grandparents, even your, if you have younger siblings, that their children. So likewise, you can see from children to elder generation, they are using smartphone. Now Archie might be listening to Bana on his smartphone. Sia might be listening to all the political stories, watching TV on the mobile. So imagine little children having their YouTube kids. So the kids versions are available. So if you look at from both, then the disruption happening as well. So this is something not relevant only to Sri Lanka. It is relevant to globally as well. So the change in consumer in the digital world happening rapidly. So as marketers, we need to change our game plan and we need to disrupt all of these, and we need to create value proposition that which attract customers to our end as well. So this is something that you need to look at, consider as well. So in a nutshell, three things that need to look at: mobile penetration, that's the close to, in Sri Lanka there are close to 9 to 10 million smartphone users as well, and internet is going to change most of our lives with the new technologies, and the next big thing will be the social media. So as marketers, we need to really make sure that whatever we do, it should be the mobile first strategy. So we need to have understanding, or because my customers are going to visit my website through their mobiles. So they are going to interact with me on their apps. So are we catering to that customer journey? So that is something that we're going to discuss. Internet, so more the touch points, more digital evolution. So Mr. Seneviratne explained in the evolution that has happened for Netflix as well as, so the many industries has been evolved over the using internet as well. Now the social media, you know the impact it happened to our lives as well. So everyone lives in social media. Some are on Insta, some are on Facebook, some are on TikTok. You might be having preferred platform. So Google, search engine marketing. So all of these, we are going to talk about the impact of social media to our businesses. So we need to have understanding how we are going to promote our businesses through social media, in social media as marketers as well. And mainly, if you look at in the job industry local context, there are a lot of multiple opportunities. At my organization also, now whenever we recruit a person, we just ask his digital knowledge and how digital savvy person he or she is. So if you look at, there are multiple opportunities. So we are looking at holistic general digital marketers, or there are very focused SEO specialists, SEA specialists, SCM specialists, data analysis. So there are, if you extreme extremely further look at the opportunities that digital marketing could brings to your life, there are immense. So if you want to further develop your careers in the field of digital marketing, you are able to learn and further improve the knowledge on those streams, and you can become a SEO strategist, you name it, online marketers, and the influencer marketing, so affiliate marketing. So there are a lot of search engine optimization. So you name it, we are going to discuss many things during. So these are the opportunities which is available in the local industry. So highly paid. You can demand if you are a right person with the required knowledge, as well as most important thing, the practicing, the experience you have on this platform. Initially, what you need to look at, when you have the qualification, you should spend few years on gaining the experience. After gaining experience, you start building your own platforms, own web Facebook pages, own ads manager account. If you are a technology savvy person, if you have the software skill, if you can build your some websites using free tools, because there are a lot of free tools available in the markets. So anyone can become a designer now using canva.com. It's free, guys. So you can become you can make AI pictures, you can make using AI, you can make sounds. So there are enough and more free tools for you to master your digital, master your skills. So learn, practice all of those, and try to make yourself stand out in the market as a digital marketer. That's what makes you a perfect digital marketer as well. So with that note, guys, basically during this course content, we will be further discussing all of these content marketing, search engine, PPC, social media marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, and mainly we'll be looking at more case studies as well. As I told you earlier, we are coming from different industries backgrounds, so we will talk about our experience, and we will be talking a lot of case studies, sharing the examples and what are the things that we did correctly, as well as things that had been gone wrong, and the learning outcome of those as well. So we will be talking in depth based on many of these topics during our upcoming lectures as well. Yeah, so if you guys have not watched this movie, I invite all of you to watch this movie. It's available on YouTube. This is something in 2019 or 20, I think it was, in the Social Dilemma. The technology that connect us also control us. So you will understand how technology controls our lives as well. So today you guys are on your smartphone, probably listening to this. So right now Google knows that you guys are on a Teams call. So likewise, without knowing, we have been trapped. We have been controlled by the technology. So look at, if you have time, I recommend everyone to watch this movie. Today we have 100 odd people connect to this call. So watch this movie. It's available free on YouTube. So you'll understand how the technology, all the founder members are, will be, this is a documentary. So you can understand how the technology basically has evolved, as well as how they control as well. So that's something that I want everyone to look into. Yeah, so that's all of from my end. So my humble request everyone to become a marketer with digital knowledge. That's what world needs right now at the moment. So thank you very much. You all can add me on LinkedIn as well. Probably I will be conducting few classes for you guys as well in the diploma level. So then all the very best, and thank you very much for Slim having me today this evening to share my thoughts with the students. Then have a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Senadira, for that great introduction and the information that you shared with us and our students. For the program brief, so now, ladies and gentlemen, warmly invite the Senior Executive at the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing Slim Business School, Kitulwata, Miss Mudita Kandambi.
Thank you, Dasan. I think I'm audible, right?
Yes, Mudita, you're audible.
Okay, let me share my screen first. Okay, so good evening, dear students. On behalf of Slim Business School, I would like to warmly welcome you again for the inauguration of Diploma in Digital Marketing, as known as DDM 224 intake. I'm Mudita Kandambi, the program coordinator of DDM program. So here I would like to take you through some important details about the DDM program. First, let me talk about the eligibility. So if you have completed CDM, Certificate in Digital Marketing at SLIM, or if you have followed any other certificate level program in digital marketing from a recognized institute, which is acceptable to SLIM, you are eligible to follow the DDM program. As well, if you are a marketing professional who have completed an MBA, MSc, and also have experience in marketing professional, will be eligible to follow the program as well. So about the registration process, the students who are registered for the Diploma in Digital Marketing program need to submit the registration documents to the Slim Learning Management System, which means LMS. You guys need to submit the soft copies of your NIC or the passport, and also the certificates of your academic qualifications and the service letters as well. So as you can see, this is the learning management system as known as LMS. You have to log into our LMS first through the website once we provide you all the usernames and passwords. When you log in, you will see your intake as DDM 224 and you need to click on that View Intake. And then you may direct to this interface and there you need to find the documentations. And then you can see the required documents and you need to upload them respectively. And the documents that you upload will be verified by the backend. So a clear and comprehensive guideline on the Slim LMS will be shared in due course. So about the coaching, learning sessions will be on every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. via MS Teams, and the class joiner links will be shared with all the students through email prior to the classes. The first class will be commencing from 12th October 2024. This is the class timetable for DDM 224. I'll share this with all registered students at the class commencement, and I kindly request to follow the program timetable thoroughly and attend to the classes on regular basis, as the attendance of the classes will be monitored. So if I mention some key facts about the DDM program, the duration will be 9 months, and the program will conducted in fully English medium. We have planned to conduct this whole program online via MS Teams, and we will provide you the LMS access and Pearson e-library access to make your learning effective and easily. Now I'm going to explain the curriculum of DDM program. So this program consists of 8 modules with updated contents with practical demonstrations on specific lessons. Hence, all students have the opportunity to gain the hands-on experience of the subject area that you study. So if I name the modules, the first module is Introduction to Digital Marketing, Strategic Digital Planning Process, Social Media Marketing and Advertising, Content Marketing, Conceptualizing Web and App Development, Search Engine Optimization, Digital Campaign Management, and Contemporary Themes in Digital. So this program has been designed to expect so many learning outcomes at the completion of the program. If I mention some of them are to identify the importance of digital marketing for marketing success, to obtain detailed knowledge and understanding on digital marketing concepts, functions, and applications, to be able to apply digital marketing strategies, tools, statistics, and varieties of contents, and to manage customer relationships across all digital channels and build better relationships. So the evaluation criteria will be in 4 ways. There are assignments along with presentations, and all students are required to sit for an online examination at the end of all 8 modules. So about the online examination, you need to come for our authorized centers. It will mention in your admission as well. So if I discuss more about the assignments, there will be an individual project that will be assigned in the beginning of the program and will continue gradually until the end of the program. So after the submission of this individual assignment, you need to present it. Further, you need to complete another case study based assignment as a group assignment. Slim will divide you into groups. At the completion of the group assignment, you need to present the group case study as a group too. So, and about the continuous assessment, there are 2 online certificates that you need to get. It will inform you during the class, and student will be given guidance for both assignments and for the examination as well. And the gradings will be awarded according to your performance at each of these assessment components. So this is the program handbook for DDM, and this will carry all the important details you need to know about this program. So all the students are requested to read this program handbook thoroughly. I'll be sharing this program handbook via LMS as well. So regarding the communications, we will communicate with students mostly through email, and students are requested to provide an accessible email address and check your emails on regular basis. And students can contact Slim for any inquiry regarding the program. If you are registered in SBS Colombo, you may email to ddms@slim.edu@lk, and you may contact me via 070-366-2177. And students who registered in Kandy, you can contact Miss Uma Hari through 070-326-4499. And student who registered in Matara SBS, you can contact Ms. Pavani Hansika. We are given number 070-191-8077. So further, for any concerns during your study period at SLIM, you can contact Business School Manager Mr. Sadeepa Benayaka through 070-600-4055 or Mr. Malinda Pereira, Assistant Manager via malinda.p@slim.lk. Once you complete your qualification, you are invited to the SLIM graduation ceremony, and you will be awarded with Diploma in Digital Marketing at this glamorous ceremony. So this brings to the end of the program brief, and finally, I wish you guys all the best in your future studies in becoming successful marketers in the world of marketing. So thank you very much and have a pleasant evening. Over to you, Dazzle. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mudita Kandambi, for that great introduction and the post that information you passed with our students and the informations which gave them. I hope they got a clear idea about the program content and the rest of the information what they exactly wanted throughout the program. So once again, thank you, Ms. Mudita Kandambi. So now, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students, I hope this time gave an opportunity for you all to learn the values, becoming a diploma in digital marketing, qualified digital marketer. So once again, Dr. Sajid Chanuka, Mr. Sheron Seneviratne, Mr. Sunet Senadira, Ms. Mudita Kandambi, and dear students, it's a great pleasure to join with Diploma in Digital Marketing Open Day. Have a pleasant evening.